two videos have brought out the horror of the Alwar lynching. 55-year-old dairy owner Pehlu Khan yanked by his neck, thrown to the ground, kicked by cow vigilantes in Rajasthan early this month. A fortnight later, a third video has emerged. This shows one of the 5 men arrested for Khan's murder being applauded and eulogized by the leader of the cow vigilante group. All this and more while the 19-year-old was in the custody of the police.
Praise for this man, one of the 5 people arrested for the murder of Pehlu Khan, all in the name of cow protection. What's even more stunning is all this happened in police custody, as the murder accused was taken to college to write his exams. Police watched on, the crowd applauded as the woman, Sadhvi Kamal, who heads a cow vigilante group, told the accused not to worry. A month ago, the self-styled Sadhvi protested in front of a hotel in Jaipur, alleging it was serving beef. Hotel employees were beaten and the hotel sealed by the municipal corporation, even before allegations could be proved. A police complaint was filed against Kamal, but her name never featured in the FIR.
तो मारपीट हमें करने ही क्यों देते हैं? पुलिस हमारे फोन करते, पुलिस पहुंचे, सबसे पहले हम 100 नंबर पे वीटी करते हैं. यदि पुलिस पहुंचे, यदि सरकार हमारी मदद करे, सरकार हमारे साथ हो जाए और सरकार ऐसे कानून बना दे कि ये तस्करी के लिए लेके ही नहीं जा सकते, तो ये नौबत ही ना आए.
Sadhvi Kamal is also named in a police case in Jaipur for allegedly trying to grab private land to build a temple. No action yet in that case. And it seems she will get away with this as well.
कोई किसी से मिले, कोई मिलने में हमें कोई ऐतराज नहीं.
उसने उसको भगत सिंह से तुलना करी है, उस गोरक्षा दल के तथाकथित.
अब उनसे ही पूछना पड़ेगा भगत सिंह ने क्या काम किया और इन्होंने क्या काम किया.
But no such assurances for the family of Pehlu Khan, who came to Delhi just to get heard. 15 days after the Alwar assault, no action against 6 people named by Pehlu in a statement. Police have arrested 5 people in the case after an outcry over the mob lynching. In Jaipur, Harsha Kumari Singh, NDTV.
Well, let's get started. Let me introduce my panel to you this evening. I'm joined by Sachin Pilot, former Union Minister and President, Rajasthan Congress, GVL Narasimha Rao, spokesperson of the BJP, Rakesh Sinha, RSS ideologue, Pawan Verma, former Rajya Sabha MP of the JDU, and Shahid Siddiqui, editor, Nai Duniya. Thanks all so much for taking our time to be here on the program. GVL Rao, let me start by asking you, sir. You know, there have been so many days since Pehlu Khan was killed. We've seen this lady Kamal from the Mahila Gau Raksha Dal go and meet one of the key accused while he is in police custody, compare him among other things, eulogize him, and also there's a reference to Bhagat Singh. I'm going to get into that a little later. But how come Pehlu Khan, who is the victim, who is the man who has been murdered, and his family getting absolutely no assurance of anything, any signs of justice from the state machinery, from the Chief Minister?
Natasha, I couldn't hear you completely. You are asking me this question, right?
Yes. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you did not tell me because I don't want to comment on comments made by people, okay. Irrational comments made by individuals. I'm not here to defend anybody. I think this is what Honorable Prime Minister referred actually when he talked about the manufacturing of lies and manufacturing of intolerance debates. Your debate is certainly an example of that. I have nothing to do with the comments made by a particular individual in reference to another private individual. If there is any illegality, somebody should go and file a case and ensure justice is given.
You couldn't hear my question. I wasn't asking you. I wasn't asking you on those comments, sir. No. I wasn't asking you on those comments. I was saying that how come that we are not seeing the kind of assurances, any kind of assurances from the Rajasthan state machinery, from the Chief Minister, for Pehlu Khan, for justice for Pehlu Khan? That is my question. I
think you see, I've heard on your channel that justice given, even in the case of Yaqub Memon, was being defended on your channel after Supreme Court had really pronounced him guilty. Here in this case, you yourself mentioned in the report, people have been arrested. They are currently in jail. The prosecution is on. Do you want what more assurance do you want from me or from Chief Minister?
Just a quick clarification
These
on
incidents,
that point.
They are incidents of lawlessness, and they have to be dealt with as such. I think the police has taken the action, cases have been filed, and you should not be giving undue prominence to individual comments made by some individuals only to carry this intolerance debate on your channel. I think it's very highly unprofessional of you.
Okay, I take your point, but you would agree, Mr. Rao, that why there is no action? If you're saying these are just fringe elements, why is the fringe becoming the mainstream? Why is there no action like you're saying? These are ridiculous comments is the point that you're making.
Were there
why
before,
not take action against those making...
They existed earlier. They existed earlier and they would continue to make those comments. You simply give them prominence because you think this can be used to really somehow try and beat the BJP in power in the state and at the center. I think you will fail in this activity because this is not a... The police has taken the appropriate action.
You're saying they've done enough.
Giving such undue prominence to individual comments.
Okay, don't shoot the messenger, Mr. Rao, but stay with us. Sachin Pilot, come in at this point. Should the opposition be doing more? Why aren't we seeing more people on the side of Pehlu Khan trying to do more? It's one thing for the state government, perhaps many feel not doing enough. What about the opposition? What is the opposition doing in Rajasthan?
It's a very simple case, Natasha. This sort of mob lynching mentality has now suddenly taken prominence ever since we have a BJP government. And very sad to say that the Chief Minister has not uttered a single word of even saying that we will assure justice. That is the least you can do. We as the Congress party have petitioned the collector, the Superintendent of Police. Tomorrow we are going to the Honorable Governor because we want a CBI probe. The state machinery is absolutely cahoots with the people who have done this. It's clear as day. Pehlu Khan's family is threatening to self-immolate because they're getting no justice. And how can you say that these people who have beaten a man to death in full public view on a national highway, and then you say that they are Bhagat Singhs of this country? This sort of mentality is propagated because the Home Minister of Rajasthan is on record having said that both sides are at fault. The man who's died, he's been kicked in his face and he actually succumbed to injuries, is also at fault. So when the Home Minister of the state says both sides were at fault, we'll take a look. It is before the investigation has even started. It is clearly to point out that what side the police must take. There is they're dragging their feet. They're trying to make a political brownie point out of this. I think justice must prevail. Government of any state, irrespective of which party it is, has to ensure its citizens that justice shall prevail. This sort of medieval justice, even if this man was transporting cows that what they say is illegal, even if it is illegal, there is a court, there is a police station, there is the justice system, they can prosecute him. But you can't start beating and killing people in broad daylight. It is absolutely unacceptable.
And that's what it, of course, comes down to. I respond to that, Rakesh Sinha. You know, the point Mr. Rao is making, that these are just fringe elements. But for all those who say that the fringe is becoming the mainstream, who's allowing them to become mainstream? Why aren't we cracking down? If they are the fringe, the BJP believes they are the fringe, they are, of course, the party in power in Rajasthan. Why not crack down? Why not put an end to this?
You are grossly mistaken when you say that fringe is becoming mainstream. When you make accusation and relate such people with ideology and the certain culture, then you are giving legitimacy to such elements. Just like that, the lady who compared him with Bhagat Singh, I feel pity on her understanding of Bhagat Singh. Bhagat Singh was a great cultural nationalist. He
also an atheist?
No, he may be atheist. In India, there is a space for atheists, there is a space for conservative elements. I say in Indian society, there is a space for conservative, but we don't allow conservatism to become the mainstream ideology. Second most important thing is that.
But should the state government be doing more?
No, second, look, law is impersonal. Law is not a personal. Law will take its own course. Whether I am guilt or your guilt, it's a question of that state machinery is working. People, Rao has rightly pointed out, they are arrested. If you mentioned that the person was brought to...
Those named by him are not arrested.
You also mentioned that person was brought for the examination. This is the law, this is a rule. This is that if someone is arrested, he has to appear in the examination, or he has to appear in the funeral of his father, or he has to appear in the marriage. Even dreaded criminals are allowed to do that. One major aspect is that it is a general tendency to relate all these elements with the Hindutva movement. I am Mohan Bhagwat ji has Mohan Bhagwat ji and
the Prime Minister.
Mohan Bhagwat ji has categorically said that those elements who are indulging in violence, they are in fact serving the cause of the Morka. Second, I am quoting here MS Golwalkar. That is very important quote.
Okay.
This is a very important quote. MS Golwalkar said that there are certain people who give reactionary statements, and some people see RSS in their light, in these statements light, and call such people as a fourth danger to the Hindutva. So those people who are advocating violence, who are indulging violence, they are the fourth danger to the Hindutva movement.
Why is this message not really...
We have condemned in the past,
okay.
We are condemning present, we will continue to condemn. We are not related to violence at the jungle.
Okay, but the big question many would say is still that do you sort of need to do more than just condemn? Come in here, Pavan Varma. These are the groups, you know, they have no legal standing, they have no legal sanction, but they're getting away with it. There's almost with an impunity.
I must say one thing, Natasha, as a proud Hindu, I'm deeply worried about two trends. And the first is that in the name of Hinduism, we are seeing the hijacking of a great religion by people who seem to know very little about the religion itself. Hinduism is a religion where its sages have said profound things like Ekam Satya Vipraha Bahuda Vedanti, the truth is one. Wise people call it by different names. It is a religion where they have said Udar Charitanam Vasudev Kutumbukam, the whole world is our family for the broad-minded. This is a religion which says Ano Bhadra Kritavo Yantu Vishwata, let wise thoughts flow from all directions. This is the religion that has sustained it for 5,000 years, and what is worrying is that in the name of protecting that religion, we have a bunch of people hijacking it in the front of our very eyes. That is the trend that is worrying. The second trend that is worrying is that in the name of protecting Hinduism, certain people believe that they have the right to take the law into their own hands.
That is worrying.
No constitutional democracy can run where certain people believe that they are entitled to act in a certain manner as the constituted authorities, but without any sanction to have it, and act under the belief that the powers that be will protect them rather than act against them. And even if this is a perception, it is an extremely damaging one, although there is a concrete evidence to show that in many cases, whether it's cow vigilantism or elsewise, there are prominent voices among the ruling BJP and the RSS who have justified such actions.
Can you tell one name, Pavan Varma, from RSS? Pavanji, I have a lot of respect for you. Can you cite one name from the RSS who supported violence, who supported fringe elements? Not a single name. Not a single leader of RSS, single responsible worker of the RSS has supported. Mohan Bhagwat ji once has given the statement that at this critical juncture, you should accept that. If you are delegitimize our statement, or the RSS chief statement, I can't help you.
Let him respond.
Let me answer that question, sir. Rakesh ji, we have heard statements from Sadhvi Ritambra. We have heard statements in Parliament from a responsible minister.
Sadhvi Ritambra had not said, no sir, Sadhvi Ritambra ji had not given any statement which supporting violence.
I will give you an example.
No,
I'm giving you examples.
You are forgetting.
Just now,
let's try and come back.
Sadhvi Ritambra had never said anything.
Just now,
let's try and come back. Mr. Mama, let's just try and come back. Okay, that point.
Sir,
make your point, quickly, sir.
Just let me finish with one point.
Sure.
Just now, Mr. Sachin Pilot pointed out the ambivalent statement issued by the Home Minister of Rajasthan in a case which was a public display of lynching by a mob that took the law into its own hands, and that too on the basis of suspicion rather than belief, which is based on facts. Now, I say to you, what is happening in the name of Hinduism? And who is
this? This is not Hinduism. Why you are giving the name of Hinduism? Miscreants and the third-rate elements, you are giving the name of Hinduism. Those who are indulging violence. In fact, you are legitimizing them. You are giving
all right. Okay.
No, sir. The Gaurakshak say they are.
Okay, Mr. Varma. I'm going to get.
Protect Hinduism.
Okay. I'm just going to get GVL Rao in for a quick response to that. Quickly, Mr. Rao, before I move on to Shahid Siddiqui.
No, Natasha, if I have no problem with the comments made by Mr. Pavan Varma. If he wants to reform certain groups which have taken a law into their own hands, he is most welcome to go on a reform mission. I think, but as far as I am concerned, I am here only to represent my party. Sure. And I am here to say that there is a cow slaughter, anti-cow slaughter law that existed for decades. There is a law in Rajasthan which prohibits illegal transportation of cows. Only today, 150 cows were recovered and rescued. They were being illegally transported. Only this morning that police have rescued 150 animals.
Okay.
So I'm here only to protect the laws of the land.
Okay,
and anyone making individual comments,
anyone of course would ask how far will we go to protect the cows in the name of cow slaughter? How much is violence really justified? We're talking about murder here.
There is.
In every
who is justifying
violence?
Anyone resorting to violence, must be punished as per the laws. As per the laws of the land.
All right. I'm going to get Shahid Siddiqui and Sachin Pilot now back in.
Those
Okay, one moment, Mr. Verma.
Those who believe that the cow is a holy animal, we should respect that sentiment. But nobody has the right
Let's
to
just
take
try and
the law
broaden the
into
debate
their
at
own
this point. Shahid Siddiqui, my question to you is this.
Who differs with you?
I want to talk to you, Shahid Siddiqui, about the opposition and the way it stands in the country today and the approach really to a soft Hindutva. One reason why perhaps we've seen the opposition parties somewhat muted in their response to that Babri verdict as well. Is that a fair comment to make, you think?
Look, first of all, today and with whatever I'm seeing, I feel ashamed as an Indian. I feel ashamed, I feel sad. More than ashamed, I feel sad. Because I always believe that in my country, these things will be opposed by everyone, whether of the opposition or the ruling party, whether of the RSS or the Congress. We as Indians will not and cannot tolerate what happens in Pakistan to a Mashal Khan, the way he is treated and the way people who kill him are eulogized and clapped. The way Salman Taseer, the governor of Punjab, was killed and his killer was treated, although he was hanged, he was treated as a hero. So we cannot treat and we will not treat these people who are taking our society, our culture, our dignity in their hands and trampling upon it with their feet. And if that happens, the way she has called him Bhagat Singh, I think everybody should come out. It's an insult to Bhagat Singh. It's an insult to every Indian who respects Bhagat Singh. And we all, from our childhood, we have looked up to Bhagat Singh as one of the greatest heroes this subcontinent has produced. And if this man is called Bhagat Singh, then it's an insult to every Indian.